What is going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game that releases here today, January the 11th, for Nintendo Switch in the eShop for $9.99, as well as the Xbox One in the Microsoft Store as well here too. It's a game that's been out for quite some time. It's been available for both Steam and the Wii U since like 2017, but now available here, like I said, today. And we are talking about Hive J.U.M.P here. Once again, this is Nintendo Switch version we're going to take a look at. Obviously, as you can see, a Switch in my hands. So we're going to take a look at this version here. Want to give a shout out to Graphite Lab for providing me with a review copy of the game early, about a week and a half early here. So I've had lots of time to play with this game. And I'm going to say right now that I actually was really interested in this game for the Wii U when I saw it back in, I believe it came out in September of 2017 for the Wii U, and it's been out on Steam since like January of 2017. So this game was originally a Kickstarter game as well too. It had plenty of backers. So the game was released, I believe this Kickstarter started in 2015, and eventually in 2017 is when the game came out, but it's now making its way here to the Switch as well as Xbox One. And I'm definitely, like I said, excited to be able to talk about this game with you guys here, because I love, the whole 16-bit style of games here. This game reminds me a lot of old school Super Nintendo games. And one most recent that I played here was Super Turrican. Reminds me a lot of that as well here too. It's a sci-fi shooter as well too. Has several different modes that you can jump into. Now, when you first get into the game, you're going to be greeted with a pretty cool looking menu as well too. That's going to have lots and lots of different options for you. But before I get into that, let me read you the quick synopsis of the game here. So basically it says that you and your friends assume the role of jumpers and blast your way through subterranean alien hives in chaotic run and gun 2D platforming action. Up to 4 players can band together, local multiplayer, to kill aliens, avoid traps, collect treasures, and lost relics. Win the final battle against the Hive Queen to save the galaxy. So, as it says here, you can basically play multiplayer. So whether you're playing the campaign, which is kind of a turn-based campaign as well too. There is some actual arcade shooting and arcade action in as well too, but you get a pretty cool little turn-based combat type game as well too for the campaign. And you can play 4-player, like I said, couch co-op with that as well too. And then there's stuff like the arcade, which I've been playing a heck of a lot of. Lots of fun here. So basically what you do in the arcade is you can get 1 to 4 players co-op, like I said, local co-op here. And you go around and you collect goo. Now, goo is like your in-game currency that you're going to use to be able to unlock, certain things, including several upgrades. So you can upgrade your weapons, you can upgrade, grenades and stuff like that as well too. And there's several different things that you can upgrade using this goo. Now, one thing that's pretty cool and kind of pretty crazy as well too is that in order to be able to keep the goo that you earn, you actually have to complete the mission or finish the mission here. So if you die, you don't get to keep that, you lose it. But the cool thing is that if you collect a lot of goo during the actual arcade in here as well too, during the actual mission, then you get to use that to upgrade as well too. So as long as you're in the game and you run into an area where you can actually go into and do some upgrades and such, you can use the goo that you collected so far. Now, if you lose and you fail the mission, then you get all that taken away and you go back to square one of what you earned before that. So definitely a cool way to be able to do that. There's some pretty cool skins as well too. Some were Kickstarter skins and some are indeed unlocked several different ways as well too. So definitely a Doom style game, with 16-bit graphics here. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Super Turrican as well too. It's that sci-fi shooter. But for me, I really enjoy playing the arcade mode quite a bit here. Be able to go around, blast, like I said, do different upgrades as well too. You can save different people as well too. So you'll run into, certain NPC characters as well too that you'll actually save. So that's actually pretty cool, and you get some extra goo for that as well too. So I've been having a lot of fun playing this. Like I said, the one thing that I wish that the Switch version here had, that version the Steam version has, and I don't think the Wii U had this version either, and the Xbox One will not have that, and that is online multiplayer. So I did see that Steam did have the online multiplayer in this game, but unfortunately here on the Switch version you don't get that. You just get the regular, the actual couch co-op, which is okay. but it would have been nice to have seen online come to this, and maybe it will come down in the future. I'll reach out to the developers, publishers, whatever, and see what they have to say about that, if it's something that may actually happen down the road. Now, some more things you can do within the game as well too is there's some challenges as well, so you can do some runs and stuff like that as well too, some speed runs and such, and some time trials and everything as well too. So lots to do in this game here, and like I said, I've been having lots of fun playing it here, mainly in arcade mode. I think it's really cool just to be able to go around. You know, it's kind of neat too, because I'm gonna turn this off really quick, but one thing you can do here is I've been playing it a lot in handheld mode. I've also played it quite a bit with my Pro Controller in dock mode, but one thing that's pretty cool here, it's kind of interesting, is you don't really use, you know, the general YBAX buttons or YXBA buttons. You mainly use your triggers here. So you're going to use the ZL here to basically hover, or use your jetpacks as well too. And another crazy thing, I keep thinking of stuff as I keep going here. Another crazy thing as well too is when you die, you basically respawn using this backpack. So this backpack actually has its own health as well too, its own HP, and when you're that backpack, you can kind of move along. You get like amount like 15 seconds or something like that before you respawn, and no matter wherever you respawn at, you basically just boom, you blow up and everybody in your sight. So it's really goes to heck or gets blown up. So one cool thing is that if you're in a really tight area here, you're getting your butt kicked, and then next thing you know you can do is you can basically wait for yourself to respawn with the backpack, and boom, you can get rid of a whole ton of enemies and collect all that goo. So basically you're going to use ZL here to kind of jump and hover, and your ZR is actually what you're going to use to shoot as well too. So basically what you're doing is you're using these two buttons throughout the whole entire game here. So you don't really use a lot of the face buttons and such. You're really just using these two, and of course your analog to move around. Like I said, I've been playing quite a bit in handheld mode. Haven't noticed anything different between dock mode and handheld mode. No major like, you know, lag or nothing like that here too. Both ways have been an enjoyable experience. So with that being said, there's a lot I could talk about this game here. It's really one of those games for $9.99 that you just gotta go out and pick up. It's gonna release today, the same day that, you know, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe U Deluxe, whatever it is, releases as well too. But for $9.99 though, it's actually a really fun game here if you really enjoy the retro style 16-bit games as well too. I think you're really going to get it here. And I was looking at it right here, Super Metroid. It's a sci-fi shooter, so it's along those lines as well too. But if you're into those style games, I think you're really going to appreciate what Graphite Labs has indeed done for Hive Jump here on Nintendo Switch, as well, like I said, on the Xbox One. If you have a Wii U, you can go pick it up there. Or of course, you can pick it up on Steam. But like I said, for me, the major seller was being able to sit on my couch and play Hive Jump on the go, portably, with my Nintendo Switch, guys. So let me know in the comment section below here if you have any questions, what you guys think of the game, if you played it, if you were a backer. Let me know as well here too. I highly recommend it. It's for $9.99. It's a lot of fun. I think it's an enjoyable sci-fi shooter. Like I said, I grew up with these games, and for me, it's a no-brainer. It is indeed tons of fun here. So once again, special thanks to Graphite Labs for providing me with a review copy. I thank you very much. I've enjoyed this, and I cannot recommend this game to any retro game fan as well here too that loves the 16-bit era. So once again, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying happy gaming.